And we're live, everybody. Hey, guys. Wow, it has been a hot minute since we've been here. I don't even know where here is anymore.
Where am I?
Exactly. Uh, this is Giantslayer, for those of you wondering. This is the Pathfinder First Edition adventure path that is converted to Second Edition. I am Mike. I will be your DM through this adventure. Over here, the gentleman named Dan.
Hi. No one has said anything so far about my hair, and I feel really hurt by that.
The gentleman with the hair, Dan.
Yeah.
Is playing Jaytham Shaw.
That's me.
The gentleman also with hair, Wes, is playing Travers Bicklewash.
Hello, I'm everybody's best friend.
Everybody's best friend. And the lady with hair.
The other gentleman with hair. Playing a lady with hair.
Is playing a giant lady from True Now.
Gotta be a giant
Esther.
woman.
There we go.
It has been a little while, and we apologize for that. Schedules happen, life happens. You know, we do our best.
Shout out to you if you were at Fan Expo this weekend.
Yeah. See, yeah, we didn't miss just for the hell of it. We missed because things are happening.
Yeah.
There's business being run. Do you want to plug some stuff?
That was it. I just wanted to shout out the people who were at Fan Expo. Yeah, that was cool. I wasn't there, but I heard it was cool.
Well, okay. It's all secondhand knowledge. We don't know if it was cool, but it sounds like it could have been cool. So if you were there, let us know.
Tell us in the chat.
Since it's been a little while, what happened last time was basically just a fist fight with weapons with an undead dude named Lockmore Edragon. Looks a little bit like that fellow there. Or looks a lot a bit like that fellow there, because that's his token. You did kill him, so that was fun. Did somebody put the hand on?
Yeah. Didn't they? Wasn't it Jaytham? Jaytham put the hand on.
That seems like
he
something.
Cut his hand off.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was Umlo that did it, right? Like he was like, "Hey, do you want this?" And because you're his brother now, and he helped you cut your hand off and attach the steel hand. And now Jaytham has a steel hand.
That's right.
If you look at the photo, it's less of a steel hand and more of like a steel forearm and hand. Everything from like just below the elbow to the fingertips is now steel.
No elbow though.
No elbow. It's below the elbow.
Yeah.
That would be too far, because then how would the elbow bend?
It'd be gross.
Right. It would just be stuck out straight the whole time, because it would be made of iron and you won't be able to bend it. But, so you have that. I believe that means, because you have that magic artifact, that you can now wield giant-sized weapons.
And I will.
Specifically, that big ol' long spear, giant-sized long spear, the famous heart spit, that used to be wielded by none other than Nygrim Steelhand, can now be wielded by Jaytham Shaw.
I'm picturing like Final Fantasy VII, like that oversized sword, you know?
Yeah. It would be a weapon that you would not normally be able to lift. But with the steel hand, you can. We were going over this off air a little bit. There's some backstory here. We ended with Esther having one of her visions. And we're going to get into that here in a second. However, there is some more backstory that I did not include in this cutscene that I kind of want the players to have, just because there was some speculation about it. And also, it's fun backstory stuff, and who doesn't love fun backstory stuff? I can't remember if you succeeded on these knowledge checks, but those spider people you fought outside the tomb, you did do some investigation on the mummies that you had seen there, and you had seen that the first one was human, the second one was a human but had spider features, the third one was more spider than human, and the one that you fought was almost all spider, but just like in a humanoid shape. But I don't think you were able to put those pieces together. I do remember the name Mazmaz came out at some point.
Because I found out it was a temple. That was one thing that we did figure out. Yeah.
So what you did not figure out, and some of that doesn't really play into the vision that Esther is having, but it's still fun information. So the human that you had seen, the mummified human, was actually Lockmore's mother. She had gone to the tomb after he had been imprisoned in there in an attempt to break in. When she couldn't do that, she just decided that she was just going to stay there for a little bit. And her despair and nightmares reached the demon lord Mazmaz. And he decided to push her from sadness and despair directly into insanity. Because he's a demon lord, why wouldn't he do that?
Yeah, right.
So what happened was she eventually wandered into a nest of ettercaps, and ettercaps are half spider people. That's just what they are. And you actually had fought a couple of ettercaps above ground. You had triggered their traps, and they came out to confront you. Because she was so insane at the point that she wandered into their nest, she believed that they were her children. So she tried to care for them as her new family. This was not here at the tomb entrance where you found her. This was like she had come here, she couldn't get in, and then she wandered away, found these ettercaps. She led those ettercaps back to the tomb. She erected a shrine in Lockmore's honor, which was the shrine that you had seen outside under the stairs. What she didn't know was that Lockmore was still alive in the tomb. I also don't think I touched on this in the little cutscene thing, but Lockmore was cursed with immortality by Torag, the dwarven god, because of the crimes he committed against Torag's followers, namely killing Nygrim, and then another crime that you'll hear about here in a second. The second mummified corpse that you had seen, the one that was mostly human but a little bit spider, was Lockmore's mother's child. She was blessed by a child by Mazmaz. That daughter's name was Lugra. It's not going to come up in a quiz or anything, but there it is. She had arachnid eyes and rudimentary spinnerets, but other than that, she had no spider features. Eventually, Lockmore's mother died from old age, so Lugra became the new matriarch of the Ettercaps. And she continued to maintain that shrine outside. Eventually, Lugra gave birth to her own daughter. Who then gave birth to another daughter, who was the one that you fought. The progression of the spider features was a direct influence from Mazmaz. And that's pretty much the end of that story. So those people were there. It's sort of connected to Lockmore, but not entirely. Lockmore himself, again, was cursed with immortality by Torag. And the vision that Esther is about to have she's right here, is going to detail a little bit about how Lockmore ended up here. So bear with me. It's kind of long because I don't know how to do things half-assed. So Esther, in the aftermath of the fight, after Jaytham attaches the steel hand to the stump of his arm, you catch a glimpse of Nargrim's mummified remains in his casket. And you get a clear glimpse of the steel hand. And whatever forces are at work that drive these visions, you begin to feel one coming on. You see a lone figure shrouded in a black cloak, skulked in the shadows, trying desperately to stick to the darkness wherever possible. The figure moved fast, with twitchy movements darting from one street corner to the next, often doubling back and constantly looking over his shoulder, as if he felt like he was being followed. Whenever someone passed him by with a torch, he would avert his gaze and pull his hood tighter to his face until they were past. Better to be thought rude than be recognized so far from his home. He had a bad feeling about the summons he had received, and out of an abundance of caution, he decided to travel discreetly. Thusly, he continued through the streets of Yenderhof. It wasn't until he reached the stone steps of a massive cathedral that he ventured off the street. His cloak billowed behind him as he climbed the stairs, two at a time. Two large double doors swung open on well-oiled hinges at his touch, revealing a dark chamber with evenly spaced wooden pews. At the back of the church was a stone dais, upon which was etched the symbol of Torag, a hammer in solid gold. A dwarf stood near the dais, clad in the long white robes of the clergy, and a Torag amulet dangling from his neck. On seeing the priest, the hooded figure moved into the room proper, his footsteps sounding preternaturally loud in the enormous chamber. The priest spoke first, his voice low, urgent, and full of emotion. "Lockmore," the priest said. The word sounded more like a curse than a greeting. The hooded figure removed his hood, allowing the low light of a torch guttering in a sconce on the wall to illuminate his face, casting his craggy features in shadow. He looked exhausted. "What is it you wanted to speak with me about, Father?" "This is neither a mass nor a formal event. Please, call me Byram." Now that he was closer, Lockmore finally recognized this man, Byram Forgepride, priest of Torag. He was the one who presided over the funerary service for Nargrim. Byram must have seen the recognition evident on his face as he smiled warmly, and there was even a slight twinkle in his eye. Lockmore remained silent. Something felt off about this. It was highly irregular to be summoned by a priest this late in the evening. When it was clear Lockmore had no intention of speaking first, Byram inhaled deeply, releasing his breath in a slow exhalation that sounded like an exasperated sigh. His breath caused the whiskers on his mustache to move slightly, twitching as a leaf does in the breeze. "It was a lovely service for Nargrim, wasn't it? Your speech specifically moved me." Lockmore blinked in surprise. This didn't start out how we might have expected. "Yes, Father Byram. It was a great service. Nargrim would have been touched to see the showing of support he received to see him off to the gods. Aye, he was well loved." There was a pause. There it was again, that twinkle in his eye. "But not by everyone, it would seem." Lockmore's pulse quickened. His eyes started back and forth in rapid movement, studying the priest and his surroundings. Was this a trap? Did he know? "How do you mean?" Byram met Lockmore's curious gaze. with a fierce gaze of his own, and he did not waver. Why? He spoke softly and with clear emotion. That one quiet word unhinged Lockmore. The pretense was still there, but it was now perfectly clear. Somehow, Byram knew. I'm not sure what you mean. Byram raised a hand slowly to his holy symbol, gripping it tightly and raising it to his lips. Do not speak lies in the house of our father. He has shown me the truth, Lockmore. I did not believe it at first, for it seemed folly, but now, looking into your eyes, it is so clear, and I feel a fool for being naive. I will give my penance to Torag for not believing in his words, but for now, it is you who must speak truth. I can see it in the circles under your eyes, in the rapidity of your movements, and the caution of your words. You killed him, didn't you? It was as if the floodgates of emotions had given way, and suddenly Lockmore found himself falling to his knees, tears streaming down his face. He felt a compulsion, and despite his tears, he spoke in a perfectly calm and even voice. Yes. Why had he said that? Why? Byram persisted. Short as he was, he cast a long shadow, and I wanted to escape that darkness. For once, I wanted to be the one in the light. It was time for someone else to wallow in my glory. But why kill him? Why not just quit his employ? The words, once started, just kept coming, flowing out of his mouth as easily as breathing. He would still be the steel hand. He would still hog the glory. Besides, Gundaroth was willing to pay a mountain of gold for a shot at Nargrim. I was weak, and I couldn't resist the temptation. Byram lowered his hand and his holy symbol. The compulsion Lockmore felt began to weaken. Now it was clear he had been glamored. It was a low trick, but effective. Byram had brought him here with the intention of magicking the truth out of him. Suddenly, rage filled Lockmore. His hand migrated down to his belt, and he wrapped his fingers around the hilt of the dagger hidden therein. We must take this to the council, Lockmore. Plead your case, and perhaps they may only exile you. His words turned to a strained gurgle in his throat as the blade opened his neck from ear to ear in one vicious slash. His eyes widened in surprise, blood now staining his crisp, white robes. He fell to the ground, and for the second time in as many weeks, Lockmore watched the life leave the eyes of a fellow dwarf. In a panic, Lockmore dropped the blade and turned to leave, fleeing out of the cathedral. He pulled his hood up over his head and vanished into the night. The pool of blood under Byram's body was still expanding when small feet approached from behind him. There was a small squeak of dismay and then a shout of guards. There's a bit of time jump. There's like that Scooby-Doo shimmering, and then the scene changes. When in doubt, always go to Scooby-Doo shimmer. Works every time. You now see Lockmore as he struggles against his bonds, vainly attempting to wrench his hands free. The council had been deliberating for a painfully long time, and his hands had fallen asleep. His back also hurt, but his pleas for relief fell on deaf ears of his jailers. Come on, lads. At least loosen the straps around my wrists. One of the guards huffed, stepped closer, pulled on the strap, tightening it, then went back to ignoring him. No one, save the council, had spoken a word to him since his arrest. Not the guards, not his own kinsmen, not even the people who brought his meals to his cell. This was bad, he knew. In a way, being caught was a relief. No more looking over his shoulder, no more guilt. From the next chamber, Lockmore could hear the voice of a dwarven woman. His mother was back. She had attempted to see him every day since his incarceration, but the guards would not allow visitation, not until after the sentencing. Mercifully, the voice ceased about an hour later. The silence felt cold to Lockmore. She must have finally given up for the day. It was getting close to sunset, and the council was still secluded in their chambers deliberating the sentencing. This would be the third day of deliberations. He hoped there wouldn't be a fourth. The waiting was killing him. He just wanted all this to be over, even if it meant his death. It would almost be a relief when compared to the time spent being shunned. He couldn't bear this much longer. A knock on the door startled him, and the door opens, and he faintly heard the words, "Bring him." Again, without a word, he was hauled to his feet and dragged through the door into the council chamber. It was a huge room with a long stone table in the middle. On the far side sat 7 dwarves, garbed in the ritual robes of the council. Deep red silk robes with a yellow satin sash and matching headpiece. The rest of the chamber was bare. As such, even small noises seemed to echo in the vast emptiness long after they ought to have been silenced. About 20 feet from the table, he was halted. "Lockmore, Edagan," said the dwarf in the middle. He was a corpulent fellow, and his voice sounded very thick, like molasses, and he seemed to almost chew on his words before uttering them aloud. "This council has reached its verdict. Before we commence sentencing, do you have any last words?" Lockmore tried twice to speak, failed both times, then merely shook his head. There was so much he wanted to say, but in that moment, the words eluded him. He would never be able to make them understand. "Very well. During your trial, we heard testimony of a witness to your crime, of the murder of Byron Forgebride, priest of Torag. The same witness also detailed your conversation under the glamour of a truth spell. This conversation was your confession of the crime of the premeditated murder of Nagram Steelhand. This was a difficult decision to make, Lockmore. Never before has anyone committed such an atrocity on their own clansmen. Not only that, but you killed a priest of our father, Torag. In order to come to a decision, we first examined the facts in their basest form. You planned the murder of Nagram for your own benefit and personal gain. You then murdered the priest who confronted you about this crime in order to cover your tracks. It is clear to us that the murder of Byron was not planned, but an act of emotion and desperation. Your actions were abhorrent, and as such, the normal punishment of death does not seem fitting enough. It was the determination of this council that you, Lockmore Edagan, be branded a betrayer, and your family name will be stricken from the record of Dwarven history. Further, you shall spend the remainder of your days in isolation, in the one place that we can think of that would be worse than a cell. When Nagram is interred in his glorious tomb, you shall be entombed with him alive. You will spend the rest of your days with no one for company other than the man you so callously betrayed." Lockmore hung his head, a fierce cry of anger and hate erupting from him. "No, you can't do this. Just kill me." The councilman continued speaking as if he had not been interrupted. "You shall spend the intervening time in isolation in your cell. No dwarf shall ever speak another word to you, betrayer. May Torag have mercy on your soul." The councilman banged his fist on the stone table and immediately turned his gaze away from Lockmore. One by one, the rest of the council followed suit. Lockmore was then removed from the chamber, his protestations and curses being dutifully ignored. He was placed in his cell, and the straps were removed. The worst part was that the guards no longer held him with open disdain. There was no anger, no pity. They were completely indifferent to him. The cell door shut, and Lockmore fell to his knees, weeping. This was his life now. There's another Scooby-Doo shimmer, and I think this is the last one. You now see Lockmore in the back of a cart, a canvas-covered cart. He shifts uncomfortably as it bounces and rolls over uneven terrain. He was bound, blindfolded, and gagged. He also could feel the scratchy weight of a woolen blanket draped over his head. It made him feel invisible, which was a small torture all its own. No one had said a word to him since the trial, nor had anyone looked at him. He was, for all intents and purposes, a ghost. He felt his eyes begin to water at the edges, threatening to overwhelm him, but he shoved the emotion down. He had to remain steadfast. He had to let his emotion get the better of him He had let his emotion get the better of him in the council chamber when they had passed sentence, but he would not do so again. He wanted to be remembered as enduring his punishment with honor. Then he remembered that the council had stricken his family name from the history books and that no one would ever remember him. In his quest for glory, he had instead secured a future of total anonymity. He closed his eyes and allowed the tears to fall freely where they were absorbed into the fabric of the blindfold. He would allow himself this one moment of grief. It seemed like many hours later the cart was stopped. He heard shouts in Dwarven, but he couldn't quite make out the words. He didn't have time to wonder as he felt the blanket ripped roughly from his face, and for the first time in weeks he felt the sun on his face. Rough hands grabbed him and lifted him bodily from the cart, setting him down in what felt like coarse dirt, the grit abrasive to his hands, which were bound behind his back. He heard the cart being moved once more, and now out in the open, he could hear the conversations going on around him. They had arrived. He did not know where he was, but he knew it must be in the Mindspin Mountains. They would not entomb Nargrim anywhere else. He heard one dwarven man telling someone else that the work was complete on the inside and nearly completed on the outside. Nargrim had apparently arrived before them and had already been interred. Should we wait until the work is completed out here? Asked the same dwarven man. No. The sooner he is sealed up, the better. May Torag have mercy on his soul, because I sure as hell don't. Luckmore felt more hands grabbing his arms and legs. Thusly, he was carried. He could feel them descending a narrow stairway with several switchbacks. Once at the bottom, he heard the grinding of an immense stone of slab over stone. He began to breathe heavily as his will betrayed him. He began to struggle against his bonds. He thrashed and twisted, but the doors holding him had grips of iron. Still, no one said a word to him. The same guardsman from before said, "Here, hold this over the flame." There must have been a brazier nearby, for whomever he was speaking to said nothing, only released Lockmore's left arm. The sudden pull of gravity on his left side gave him some momentum, and he tried to use it to escape the grasp of the guards, but he had no luck. "Hold him," came the voice of the man in charge once more. More hands and arms closed in on him. A rather large dwarf must have had him in a bear hug from the side. He felt like he was trying to squeeze him like a lemon. Still more hands were placed on either side of his head, pinning him in place. Suddenly, the words of the councilman returned to Lockmore in that moment. Branded a betrayer. Sudden realization hit him, and he began to struggle once more. He couldn't help it. He knew what was coming, and he desperately wanted to avoid it. A scream escaped his lips as he felt the scorching iron touch his flesh in the exact middle of his forehead. His skin sizzled, popped, and hissed as the brand was evenly applied to his forehead. The smell of burnt hair and meat assailed his nostrils and his gorge rose. The iron was removed from his flesh, but the burning sensation remained. He was tossed forward, landing hard on stone and rolling roughly. He felt his wrist snap from the impact. They had not removed his bonds. He waited, hoping they would, but there were no footsteps nearby. He was suddenly grabbed by strong hands and tossed onto what felt like iron bars. He bellowed as loud as he could, begging them to change their minds and to release him. No one ever had to know. He would just disappear. The words were lost in his gag, and no help came. Instead, the grinding of stone on stone echoed within the chamber, and with a final shuddering boom, the stone door fell into place, literally sealing his fate. Lockmore could feel the darkness surrounding him. He could smell the damp stone and earth, and the silence was deafening. He filled his lungs, and succumbing to his emotions, screamed in rage and agony, but there was no one there to hear it. He was and would forever be alone. And Esther, you are snapped back to the present.
I kind of lean against the edge of the crypt and just kind of stare into it a little bit further before looking back up at Jaytham and saying, do you feel any different?
What's that?
The hand. I don't know. Do you feel different inside?
No.
Okay. I don't know. Just if you start to get any betrayer feelings, I can tell you. I can tell you what happened after he killed him, but I guess I don't know what it must have been like to be locked down here alive. I didn't see when they switched the hand. I guess he must have just like dug up his friend.
Yeah, he certainly did not have the hand in that vision. You could inspect Nargrim's corpse in the tomb.
Yeah, because does he also have a steel hand on him in the tomb? No, right, it's missing. Okay, yeah, but why don't I go ahead and inspect something? I can open my character sheet today.
Travers. Travers, you ever notice how Esther just kind of blanks out for like 10, 15 minutes at a time?
Yeah. I don't. God, it's been a while. I'm starting to talk like you, Jaytham. Yeah, I have noticed that.
I want to hear it.
Do you? Do you want me to do a Jaytham impression?
Why don't I know what I should be rolling right now? I've been playing too much D&D lately.
You can do either perception or medicine. Or perception or medicine.
Okay, I'll just do perception.
Else, like, am I coming through okay? Because I have a message right here saying you lost your network connection, but
we can still see
it. It doesn't look like I did.
No.
You're good.
Okay.
I rolled a 17.
17. That is enough to notice that there are bite marks.
Oh.
On the arm of Lockmore, where the steel hand would have been. And then also in the coffin, you can see the skeletal remains of another forearm that doesn't look like it belongs to Nargrim. Also with bite marks on the bone.
Today I learned that once a limb that has been cursed with immortality is separated from the beating heart that operates it, yes, it does indeed decompose, just like everything. Can we get out of here? I kind of don't like it in here. If you want to know what happened, I 15 minutes. I didn't realize I was standing there that long. There's a lot of story going on in here. It's this stuff for campfires.
That was a big one. You were gone for a while.
It's the stuff for campfires.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll tell you over a beer at the fire at night, but we got to get out of here. I think.
Did someone say beer?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm down. Let's go.
Yeah. You guys can leave the tomb. I'm going to assume that you take Heartspit with you, long spear.
That was directed at you, Jaytham.
Would Jaytham take Heartspit with him, the long spear?
Absolutely.
Before you leave, Umlo and Ingrahild go over to the coffin. And they both say their final goodbyes to their ancestor. You see Umlo reach in and grab I guess you'd be close enough. You could see that he would grab a beard clip out of Nargrim's beard. His beard is not fully grown back in yet, but he puts it in his pocket for when it does. It's like a family thing. He wants to keep it. And as you guys leave, he says, anything else you find in here is yours if you want it. Thank you for helping us find this.
Oh, I didn't think about looting anything else. I kind of wanted to get out of the place that made somebody go mad and chew somebody's arm off.
Well, Travers wouldn't let anything too shiny escape his grasp. Mike, can I do like a search for any goodies?
Yeah, you can do a perception if you like.
Why not? I'll take it. I don't know why I'm wasting a nat 20 on a perception check.
Hey,
For
there might be
treasure.
some really good loot. What do you mean a nat 20 on treasure? Come on, give us the good stuff, Michael. That's a nat 20.
Well, I guess it's all up to the DM. Michael?
It's this is in the book.
You can add something for a nat 20.
I should add something for a nat 20. We'll see what Travers deserves.
Not much.
Before Umlo can even finish his sentence, whatever else is in here is yours. Travers is running around, looking in like corners, under things, looking for shiny objects, and he comes up with some stuff.
Hey.
You find so this looks like they would be found like along the walls mostly. Some like in the alcoves where the cage was. This brazier up here that's not actually lit would have some gemstones and stuff in it. So this is what Travers finds. But then that's one of you find it all.
Yes.
All right. You find a bronze abacus with hematite beads. You find a large drinking horn engraved with entwining oak leaves and silver inlays. You find an ivory measuring rod with carved dwarven numbers, an obsidian statuette of a female fire giant, a wooden box containing a set of 8 bronze measuring weights, carved to resemble squatting goblins. You find a pair of magic boots.
Ooh.
You find a clay vase on an iron stand sculpted to look like a coiled dragon. 3 chunks of azurite, a golden yellow topaz, and a small leather embossed casket holding assorted coinage. I'm not going to say how much there is because I need to convert it from first edition math to second edition math, but it's a lot. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, can you just dump all that in my inventory and I'll sort it out later?
No, but I will make a list and you guys can sort it out later.
Okay.
Sounds like a great plan.
A lot of these things are not in Foundry. They're just like, it's just loot to be sold. Except for the boots. The boots could possibly be with them.
Can you tell me about those boots?
You are welcome to roll to identify them.
What should I roll?
To identify a magic item, you can roll Arcana, Nature, Occultism, or Religion.
All right. That's a 0 on that one. An 8 on that. I'll roll a nature check.
Oh, I thought you said you rolled a 0. I was like, wait a minute.
Like,
I don't think you did that right.
work?
I don't think you did that right.
And then let me know what you roll because I'm not looking at it.
Oh, I rolled a 6 plus 8, so 14.
14. That's not enough to know what these are.
Huh.
Great.
Let me see them. Let me see them.
Yeah.
Somebody else can
Esther,
try.
I got a lower bonus, but I'm rolling occultism. Nuh-uh. I thought I was gonna get a nat 20 on that.
It was almost there.
It was like no. Instead, I rolled 9.
You're not sure either. They just look like cool boots.
Those are
Okay.
cool.
Thanks,
Can I
Esther.
try?
Yeah.
Jaytham.
Yeah, as long as you do have to be trained.
Oh.
So
Uh,
it was Arcana, Nature, Occultism, or Religion.
All right, I'm not trained in any of those, so never mind.
Oh, okay.
But I will start playing with the abacus.
Sure. Let me see if Umlo and or Ingrid. Oh, Umlo is trained in Arcana and Occultism, and Religion. He's +10 in Religion. So
Oh,
let's have him.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have other people here.
Yep.
get
didn't do it.
out of here.
Come
What is
on.
Ingrid?
Come on.
She has
This is the shit of horses.
Occultism +9. Let's try Ingrid.
They're just some boots.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
That's good. That's better. I was kind of hoping she wouldn't, because there's no direct second edition equivalent to these boots. In first edition, they were called Boots of the Winterlands.
Ooh.
Okay.
They just allow you to travel across snow at normal speed, leaving no tracks. You
Oh.
also can travel at normal speed across slippery ice without falling or slipping, and you also don't feel the effects of elemental heat or environmental heat. Let's say. So if you have them on cold-blooded, they'll bother you.
do they look fit for a halfling?
Yeah.
I'll take them.
I'll
Nice.
try to find a second edition equivalent, and if I can't find one that has those same things, I'll just make the item.
Sounds good. Thank you.
No problem.
We love a homebrew.
I just got like a whole stack of loot just like in my arms. Like, guys, look what I found.
Those are some.
You
Can I look at the
also
abacus, please? I don't know my numbers very well.
Jaytham, you can have your pick.
I just want the abacus.
Okay, take the abacus.
I just want the abacus.
Okay, take the gosh darn abacus.
All right, I'm taking the gosh darn abacus.
Okay, well,
Why are we fighting?
I don't know. You're
Why
the
are
one who started
You're
yelling.
the one that started it.
You're the one who started it.
No, you are.
God
No,
damn it. And I just walked through the two of them.
Travers, there is one more item that you found.
Oh,
I left this to last because it is on Nargler in the coffin.
okay.
The set of armor, specifically a set of scale mail, and it is radiating pretty intense magic.
Okay. It's scale mail radiating intense magic.
Yes.
Great. Well, I'm gonna pass it around again.
Did you
Can people
pull this
identify this?
off the body?
Oh.
Yeah, it's on Nargrim's corpse in his coffin. That's why I left it to last, because I didn't know what you guys were gonna do about it.
Oh. Well, I have my arm full of loot. I will take a mental note. Jaytham can access this tomb again, right?
Yeah, but
He
it's
would
too
need the other
small.
two to open the blood door. He would need Ingrahild and Umlo to open the door again.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to say, "Here's your gosh darn abacus," and I'm gonna put all the loot in front of Jaytham, and I'm gonna be like, "Esther, can you help me say goodbye to Nargrim?"
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay.
I'm going to take Esther. We're gonna go over to the tomb, and I'm gonna whisper to her, I don't want Ingrahild and Umlo to know, but this armor, I'm getting some wicked magical energy from it. And I think Esther, I think it could do us a lot more good than it's doing him.
If you aren't comfortable with them knowing, if you aren't comfortable with them knowing that we're taking it, how are you going to get it on somebody and we wear it in battle and they're just like, oh, that looks kind of familiar. That's strange. I wonder where it came from. Just ask. Just
haven't. Can we?
Maybe Umla wants to wear it.
Knew I should have asked Jaytham. Hey, Umlo,
Jaytham's just playing with the abacus.
Yeah, I was just gonna comment. Dan is really, really into the abacus right now.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah, I'm
Jake,
not testing
Dan.
it. That's a sound effect. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not going.
Hey, Umlo, Ingerhild, hello.
Yes.
I
What can I do for you, small man?
I just wanted to see how you two are doing since this is just a lot going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of emotions to sort through, but I think we're doing okay. How are you? You've almost died several times.
Well, thank you for asking. I'm actually could use a good healing, but it's neither here nor there. I'm getting this wild magical aura from Nargrim. Can you tell me, like, is there a story behind his armor? Is there anything?
The two of them will walk over to the coffin and they'll sort of like confer with each other. We'll say there was a story of the armor that he wore in battle. I never really looked at it because I was just kind of overwhelmed here in the moment, but now that I see it, it does kind of fit the stories. Story is that Nargrim made this himself out of the fingernails of all the dead giants that he killed.
Fingernails.
Yes. He made his own scale mail from the
Fingernails
of giants.
Why did he do that?
Ugh, that's gross. Even I can hear that. That's gross.
It's just so many fingernails to make armor.
I mean, think about how big a giant's finger is. Like, one scale would be like, his entire pectoral.
Oh, I'm so sorry. And you said giants, not dragons?
Giants.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's even worse. Yeah.
That is the correct response.
It's way worse. That's way worse. I thought we were at least talking about dragon fingernails, and I was like, okay, that's at least epic, but also that's excessive.
Why would he do something so disgusting?
Somebody asked him once, and another ancestor of ours asked him one time. The response they got was seeing fingernails of their kin, like seeing that he was wearing them, sort of demoralized the giants, sort of like a emotional and mental manipulation.
Yeah, but we couldn't tell that they were giant fingernails. So you think that like they would have to ask, like, "Hey, what's up with that armor that you got there?" And he'd say, "Oh, it's made out of giant fingernails."
Well, I mean, they look like fingernails, and they're obviously not human. I don't know. I guess giants just know. I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't make the decision.
Esther, never mind. I think I'm good.
You guys can try and identify it to see if it's something you want. Before you can
Sure. I'll try and identify it. Is it same things?
Yeah.
Arcana.
Yeah. It'll always be one of those four.
Okay.
Arcana, nature, religion.
Ooh, that's 25.
That'll do her. This is called Giant's Nail Scale Mail. Crafted by Nargrim Steelhand. It's a scale mail coat with that has been scaled with fingernails pried from the hands of giants that he had seen. It is a +1 scale mail. Any creature of the giant subtype who comes within 30 feet of this armor must succeed at a will save or take a -4 penalty on attack rolls and saving throws for 1d4 rounds. This ability functions as a gaze effect. It is mind affecting, but does not stack with other fear effects to create stronger conditions. A giant who succeeds at the saving throw is immune to the effect for 24 hours. If a giant rolls a natural 20 on its saving throw, it becomes enraged by the sight of the armor. The giant gains the effects of the rage spell for 1d4 rounds and is compelled to attack the armor's wearer for the duration of the effect. So this gives you essentially a gaze effect to debuff any giant who sees it.
I'm good. Esther, I'm good. Jaytham, are you good?
It's too small for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd never fit into it, but I would not wear it. I also do want to be clear. I would not wear it.
I appreciate the compliment, though.
You have been looking really slim lately, Jaytham. I just want to.
I feel like even if I sucked in my gut for like my entire life, I would never fit into this thing. So thanks anyway.
I just wanted to give you the option. I'm good. I don't want to ask. Or
Wait, hold on.
what?
Here's a thought. We
No.
could sell it. If you
Jaytham?
just want to give it to me, I will sell it.
I think Umlo would say, instead of selling it, might I have it?
Oh, fine. Give it to Umlo.
It is a family heirloom, after all.
And you're gonna wear this.
I mean, actually, you know what? I guess that depends on the three of you.
No, wear it. Please,
No,
wear
I'm
it.
good.
No,
Yeah.
it looks great. No.
Let me finish. Mine and Ingrahild's quest is over, so not really sure what's going to happen next. Would you want us to accompany you on your adventures? If
As
not, then
long
I probably won't wear this. But if we're going to continue adventuring with you, I think I would like the protection that this gives.
Yeah, you can wear it. But if you're gonna hang out with us long term, I'm just gonna ask that Ingrahild never say hello again. I thought we were over this.
So Ingrahild's gonna look at you,
Go.
Jaytham, and she's going to.
Oh,
Greetings!
if you were any other person in the world, I would clock you in the face right now. But we owe you our lives, so I guess you can say hello as much as you want.
All right, thank you, Jaytham. And Jaytham, hello.
Oh. Sorry. I held myself back. I did. I really did.
I mean, Travers is gonna look around to Jaytham and Esther and be like, I think we could use all the help we can get. And if Umlo wants to wear this disgusting and stinky armor, he can do that.
Is it canonically stinky?
No,
It's stinky.
it looks like it would stink.
I'm just, yeah.
There is
It's
It's made of fingernails.
giant fingernails.
Actually, specifically, it says hill giant. I kind of left it open to interpretation as that they could be others because it'd be kind of cool to see like red and
Oh, it's Hill
blue
Giant?
fingernails.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then I take it all back.
Wait,
Yeah.
why is that fine? What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, Hill Giants are
It's arguably worse than
seriously
the other.
good at cleaning their fingernails. So
Yeah.
Oh. It's the texture for me. It's the thickness that they have to be. Like the sorry.
The more we
Literally.
talk about it, the less cool I am with this. But
As long as we
we'll
never
have
talk
and
about
let's
it
never
again.
Talk about it again.
Yeah.
I very, very badly want to show you the artwork.
I don't
for
want to see
the
it.
male because it looks like fingernails.
I really do not want to see
Yeah,
it.
I want to see it.
I
want to see it.
No!
Let's see
I'll
it.
send it to you privately, Wes, so I don't
Okay, thank
scar
you.
the others.
Too late.
It looks like it's giant fingernails on it.
I
It's
hate that.
Just think where a hill giant's fingers have been, and those
They
they're
are
not getting
dirty.
manicures.
Yeah, no. Maybe I'll paint them.
Pedicures, maybe.
Can I paint it?
Pedic-
Maybe
only
I
real men.
maybe
get
I can
pedicures.
paint
That's
it.
true.
Yeah, sure. Paint them and give them a bit of clear coat or something.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Give it a like a metallic coat.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. All right. I can bedazzle this up. I can make it better. We'll just need some time. Are you okay with me
However,
bedazzling your armor?
bedazzling it means you have to look at it. Those
You know, I will cast a minor illusion for myself that will make me feel a lot better. It's all coming together. I do have a minor illusion, right? Is that my limit?
I don't know.
I have figment. Oh, no, that's not the same. Sure. I have prestidigitation.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I mean,
Get him some acrylics for those fingernails.
Yeah,
I can
impressive.
make. I mean, it's a temporary. Yeah. Color. I can use tidy to color it from 10 feet away.
there you go.
There we go.
Okay.
With
Yes, I
10
think
rounds of concentration.
Oh,
It's
good.
gonna take a while. It's gonna be a process, but I am I'm committed to this.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Now everybody else has seen the armor except me. I feel like I have to.
I haven't
have
seen
to
it.
get
I haven't seen it.
Oh, never mind.
I'm
It won't
going to
look
hit
good.
enter in our group chat. If you're going
Ah,
It's in the group
that
chat.
looks.
it's going to be.
That looks.
I'm warning you that I'm going to send it because, to be fair, if Esther is going to paint it, even if she's using prestidigitation or whatever, like you're still going to have to see it. You can
That's
immediately
simultaneously-
delete this message as soon as I send it.
That's simultaneously not as bad as I thought, but the more I think about it and look at it and understand what I'm seeing, the worse it gets.
Oh no. Oh no. No.
I'm still not seeing
No.
it. Where are we looking?
It's in the
What?
group
It's
chat. It's in the
our
Discord.
group chat.
Oh, it's in the
Ah,
Discord.
Well, now we got to pull it up. so
I
the
know.
people at home can
You
see.
probably should.
All right.
Close your eyes if you're reasonably horrified.
If you if you have a weak stomach, look away. I need to get it.
I'm the one sharing my screen, so I have to look and make sure it's big
You look at
enough.
it again.
I'm just not gonna take that second deeper look, you know. I'm just gonna, cause like the first time I looked at it, I did think it looked like it had already been polished, kind of, you know.
Ugh. Ugh.
Hold on a minute. I'm working. I remember, Wes.
Thank you.
This is going to include the text because it's right out of the book. I don't want to have to mess with just getting the image of the armor. So you're going to see the original item as Paizo published it.
So Paizo did this. We have them to blame.
Yes. You can blame them all you
Here's why this isn't in my. Oh God,
I think you found it.
that is disgusting. Oh God. Oh my God. I need a minute.
It really is not good. It really is.
I was preparing myself, and this blew me away. Oh my God. Oh God. I keep looking at it. Forget it. Nope. Nope. All right.
Dan tries to delete it, accidentally sets it as his phone background.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Now every time I call somebody, for some reason that'll pop up.
Yeah.
They'll be like, Dan, what is that?
It's nothing wrong.
Dan, why is your Google portrait this weird scale mail?
Oh, it's not weird scare mail. It's made out of fingernails. Yeah. But giant fingernails, so it's not gross.
Yeah, hill giant.
Yeah, hill giant.
Carrie, you look so horrified.
I am. I'm trying really hard to think about something else, but it's one of those like don't think about pink elephants kind of things. You know what I mean?
Hold on. I need to mute myself because I am laughing like an.
Well, now all I can think about are pink elephants.
I know. Okay, there we go. That's better. That's better.
But you
Not
know what I think of after?
the pink elephants with their toenails, right?
With
Yeah.
the toenails, yep. Uh-huh.
Ugh.
There
It
you
looks
go.
oh!
Folks at home, it's blown up there.
Oh no. Oh,
It really does look like fingernails.
that's because it is.
And it's because it is. It's wow. Crazy.
I
Yeah.
can't zoom in any closer. You're welcome, people at home. Oh, some of them are cracked. Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all, take it in. You got maybe 10 more seconds, and then I gotta put it away.
Some of them were cracked. Oh my God.
I might be messed up, but I think it's awesome. I think it's great.
I don't think it's awesome, but I'm not as affected as these other two.
I have this thing where like when I imagine like a texture or an injury, I can just like it's just so visceral. And it is really just it is the thinking about how thick those fingernails have to be is fucking me up right now.
They do
man.
look pretty.
Laughed so hard in a really long time. Oh God.
Well, just whenever you think of Umlo, think of that. He's wearing it now.
I'm gonna paint it.
Yeah, you are more than welcome to paint it. Give him nice colors. It's fine.
Oh, you're painting it.
I'm gonna paint it. Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay,
give it a.
cool.
I'm gonna give it a good manicure so it looks like more metallic.
Oh, I thought that you, Tara, was.
Oh, gonna like make a painting of toenail armor.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
In which case, I
Michael.
would say, please, like, I want it in my house. But
Michael,
Yes, sir.
there is no way that suit of armor does not stink.
ew.
That suit of armor stinks.
I mean, it has been on a corpse for like several hundred years. So
well, now
It's
you got me
giant
thinking, like, the
fingernails.
next time I clip my own fingernails, I'm gonna like smell them and see if they stink.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure.
Look at the brown and
What?
yellow.
What, Tara? You think my fingernails are gross?
I mean, Nargrim would have cleaned it. So like,
No.
yeah, I can't think it stinks. Like I said, it looks like it should stink. It looks like it smells, but I just don't think that it would. How funny would it be if it did?
Michael, I don't know if we're going to recover from this tonight.
I don't either.
We've been talking about this set of armor for like a half an hour.
For way too long. Although, to be fair, you are now done with this dungeon.
Oh, that's the climax. The climax is toenail armor. Everybody, good
Yeah.
job.
Thanks.
We're done with this dungeon.
Just this tomb.
Oh, but
Okay.
not. It's not a book. It's
No,
not
no,
that. Oh,
it's-
oh, okay.
This is just like the end of the first part of book 3.
I was going to ask if we're dungeon with this dungeon.
Not quite.
Okay.
Almost dungeon.
Almost dungeon.
And by almost, I mean not even close. Still
Oh.
have 2/3 of this book to go through. And a lot of it is open exploration in your next location. So,
Oh, I should probably, Travers should do his due diligence. Do any of these artifacts that he's collected have any magical auras besides the disgusting armor and the boots?
no. The rest of it is just loot that can be sold.
Just random loot, so no
Random loot.
talismans that can
Yeah.
can.
What I'll do is
Gold
I'll just
or-
give you guys the total gold amount because you don't get the full amount of the item when you sell it. So I'll just tell you how much gold in total it is that you can split up between yourselves, except for the abacus that Jaytham really, really wants.
We lost him.
I think he's dead.
Sorry, I was thinking about it again. And what were you saying? What?
I'm just gonna give you guys the total gold amount of the loot you found, so you can
Oh.
split
Okay.
it. Except for the abacus, which Jaytham can keep. So we'll subtract that.
Yeah, that's me.
That's you.
Still playing with it. Still playing with the abacus.
Jaytham looks up. Where'd you get that armor? Just been playing with the abacus the whole time.
Yeah, it looks great.
Okay. That's everything in here. So you guys, as a group, turn around, get back up those stairs, get to the. Is it this one? Nope. Is it this one? Nope. Is it this one? Is this one? Nope. Okay, back up top. Dead spiders in the other caps are able to leave the tomb with loot. Could everybody roll perception as you exit the tomb?
Blind.
Yes.
Sorry.
Esther with a nat 20.
Heyo.
Dan, you're muted.
What are we rolling?
Perception.
Perception. Okay.
Esther is just desperate to lay eyes on something that will make her stop thinking about the armor and the noise that Umlo is making when he's moving now.
Oh, that would be great. It sounds like wooden chimes as he's moving.
Ugh.
All right. Esther, you got a nat 20.
I did. Tell me
You are-
everything.
You are super perceptive as you walk up the stairs. You hear a small voice coming from like the bushes and the foliage up here to the north. Just a very small voice. It says, Esther? Esther?
Do I recognize the voice?
Sounds like your friend's kid. The one that was taken.
But he wasn't missing when I left.
Really? I thought
Wait. No,
thought
they
they
all
got-
were. They all
Yeah.
were, huh?
pretty sure they all
No,
were.
you're absolutely right. I move before I speak, and it's as I'm moving towards the sound, I'm calling over my shoulder. Did any of you hear that? And I also will use my stone, what is it called? The icon, the thingy that Demas is. He's
Oh,
like in
yeah.
a little soapstone.
Yeah, the little statuette thing.
Yeah. He comes out to help
Okay.
me find this the owner of this voice.
You get like, say you get about from the bushes, you see a small figure kind of like shuffling in the dirt. She looks like dirty and scared. There's like dried mud and blood on her clothes. She's just like holding her arms out to you, Esther, and she's like stumbling towards you. She's got tears like streaming down her face.
So we know that my friend's kid was a boy, right?
Oh, sorry. Him. My bad.
Okay. I was like,
Oh,
so
your
then
daughter.
is it like very so clearly not that kid, or is it? It is
It
him.
is. It looks like that kid.
If it looks like him, I run forward to try to catch him in my arms. Yeah.
He leaps up into your arms and like wraps his arms around your neck, and he's like sobbing, and you can feel his back like racking with sobs.
I feel like Travers would have
Hold on.
noticed Esther. Sorry.
Hold on. Because you rolled a natural 20,
Uh-huh.
you notice that those sobs very quickly change from crying to what is obviously laughing. Laughing hysterically. The racks are no longer sobs, and the cries are now very obviously joyful, mirthful laughter. The body that you have a hold of in your arms begins to elongate, and the back begins to push out into a hump. The hair on his head begins to move and grow into long white hair. And the face, as you're looking at it, changes to somebody else you recognize. It's your old pal Wigga.
No.
Come on.
That's where we're going to stop for the night.
Uh-huh.
You're hugging her, Vega. You're hugging her.
I never liked her.
Yeah, you can't take it back.
She's
I would
gonna
also like
regret
to
it.
point out, nobody healed. And
I'm
you guys
okay.
just walked
Oh,
out.
I am injured. Ooh.
And not only that, but she's not going to get a surprise attack because you rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
So you are able to notice that this is actually not that kid that you thought it was, as he's in your arms. But she has a hold of you. You have a hold of her. Everybody else is back here by the entrance. I will say everybody rolled high enough to see what was going on. So she's not going to get a surprise round or a surprise attack or anything. So it's just going to be starting initiative however the dice fall.
I'm gonna kill her
Right.
for real this time.
But she knows. Doesn't she know like where my life is or whatever?
Okay, but
Doesn't
then
she
I'll
have
kill her
this-
for real.
Okay.
Yeah.
She must also know where Quofire is as well, because she just portrayed herself as him, so...
So we need her alive.
Fire was his name. I could not remember his name for the life of me.
That's okay.
Yeah, so I want to thank everybody for joining us. I hope you had a good time. Hopefully it will not be another 6 weeks before we play again. Or however long it was. It was a while.
Yeah.
If luck holds, we'll see you guys on the 30th. And thanks for joining us. Check us out on all our socials, by the way, at Rough Magic. On YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all the usuals. And we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.